Africa is home to some of the deadliest mammals on this planet, but not all of these mammals are predators. Some of Africa's most dangerous animals are herbivores, and some of these herbivores kill far more people than the predators do. In today's video, I will be going through some of Africa's most dangerous herbivores, and I will be ranking them from least deadly to deadliest. To find our first animals, we will be heading to Central and South Africa, as we will be taking a look at the wildebeest. Now there are two species of wildebeest alive today, the black wildebeest and the blue wildebeest. These two species are very closely related to each other, and they live similar lives and they're found in the same ecosystem. Because of this, I will be grouping them together in this video, as they both have similar stories and are as deadly as each other. These mammals spend most of their day feeding on grasses, and they're usually found in small loose herds. They form much larger herds when they choose to migrate, and during the Great Migration there can be as many as 1,000 animals per square kilometre. These herbivores have to deal with the majority of Africa's large predators, and they are common prey for animals such as lions, leopards and crocodiles. Because of this threat of predation, they have to be very fast on their feet, and they also need to be able to defend themselves when they have to. Lions can be killed by wildebeest if they are caught on their horns, but in the vast majority of cases, wildebeest will choose to flee. These creatures are only really a threat when threatened, and attacks on humans are usually provoked attacks. Back in 2004, a man was killed by one of these animals on his farm in northern Indiana, and in 2013, a man and his son were killed by a wildebeest on their farm in South Africa. It seems as though most wildebeest attacks on humans occur in captivity, and in most cases, if you leave them alone, then they will leave you alone. That's why both wildebeest species slot in at number 6, because even though they are fully capable of killing a human, they rarely choose to do so. For our next inclusion on this list, I will once again be grouping two animals together, as we will be taking a look at the white rhinoceros and the black rhinoceros. The ranges of the black and white rhinoceros overlap, and once again they do live very similar lives to each other. They both have very similar body shapes and lifestyles, but the white rhinos are larger on average. The easiest way to tell these two animals apart is by looking at their heads, as white rhinos tend to have larger, bulkier heads, and they have very wide, square-shaped mouths. The black rhinos tend to have a pointed lip, and these animals are a lot rarer. The black rhino is currently listed as critically endangered, and this is mostly due down to poaching. As these animals are so large and powerful, they could easily kill a human, but thankfully for the most part they are gentle giants. Even though the white rhino is larger, the black rhino is known for being more aggressive, but you'll struggle to find examples of rhinos killing humans in the wild. Unfortunately, there was a fatal attack back in 2017, and this was when a Hungarian conservationalist lost his life. He played an important role in trying to reintroduce these animals back into Rwanda, but unfortunately one of these animals got spooked and killed him. Poaching pressures have only made these animals more aggressive towards humans, but thankfully for the most part they are peaceful animals. Because of this, they slot in at number 5, because even though they are more than capable, they rarely kill humans and other predators. The next animal we will be taking a look at is the giraffe. Giraffes are the tallest living terrestrial mammals on this planet, but currently we're not quite sure how to classify them. Traditionally, they have been thought of as one species, but it's now believed that they should be split into 4 species. Giraffes have quite a few distinct populations dotted around Africa, and these populations differ in size, pattern, and behaviour. No matter where these animals are found, they have to deal with predators, and these predators usually come in the form of lions, leopards, spotted hyenas, and African wild dogs. These animals would struggle to take down a fully grown individual, but they do try to take down their young. Even though giraffes have no obvious defences, they do have quite a mean kick. This kick is more than capable of killing a predator, and their headbutts are pretty dangerous too. These animals are mostly harmless unless provoked, but female giraffes are known to be aggressive when protecting their young, and males can become aggressive during the mating season. Back in 2018, a filmmaker was killed by a giraffe in South Africa, and it appears as though the giraffe headbutted the man while he was filming it. One of the most recent and tragic cases was back in 2023, when a mother and her child were attacked by a giraffe. Thankfully, attacks such as this are very rare, and that's why the giraffe slots in at number 4. The next animal we will be taking a look at is the African buffalo. Unlike the previous animals in this video, the African buffalo is known for being a very deadly creature. It not only has the ability to kill a human, but it also does so on a regular basis, and this is how it's garnered the nicknames of Black Death and Widowmaker. Because the African buffalo lives in a very dangerous and brutal ecosystem, it needs to be able to defend itself. Animals that are found in ecosystems with lots of predators are usually more aggressive, and this aggressive behaviour helps them to survive. African buffaloes are a lot more likely to fight back against predators, and surprisingly, in a lot of cases, they win. African buffaloes will sometimes chase and kill lions, and they're also known to show aggression towards humans too. 49.5% of African buffalo attacks on humans are fatal, and these animals kill more people than lions or leopards. Most attacks occur when the buffaloes feel threatened, and it's estimated that around 100 to 200 people are killed by these animals each year. For that reason, the African buffalo slots in at number 3, and if you see this animal in the wild, it's a good idea to avoid it. For our next inclusion, once again, we will be grouping two animals together, and these animals are the African bush elephant and the African forest elephant. The African bush elephant is the larger of the two species, but both of these animals are threatened with extinction. The African bush elephant is the largest living terrestrial animal, and because of this, it's also one of the most dangerous animals. Elephants are very complex and intelligent animals, and it really is a shame that we treat them so badly. They are capable of feeling many complex emotions, and they're even able to hold grudges. This means that if an elephant comes into contact with a poacher, or if it's a victim of human-wildlife conflict, it can hold a grudge and will most likely be aggressive towards humans if it sees one again. Most African elephant attacks on humans are due to human-wildlife conflict, and if an elephant manages to get hold of you, you stand little chance. It's estimated that elephants kill around 500 people each year, but this number includes both African elephants and Asian elephants. It really is a shame that these animals are forced to fight for resources with humans, but hopefully this situation will improve in the future. The final herbivore we will be taking a look at is the hippopotamus. I'm sure for many of you watching this video, it's not surprising that the hippo comes in at number 1, as famously it's one of the most dangerous large animals on this planet. They are known for being extremely aggressive and territorial, and they are surprisingly fast for their size. These animals are known for being more aggressive in the water than they are on land, and they will often chase and attack boats. Back in May 2023, there was one very tragic incident where a hippo capsized a boat in Malawi. 14 people managed to swim to safety, but 23 people went missing, and there have been a few other similar cases such as this over the years. These animals demand respect and they need to be given a wide berth, and if you find yourself in the water with one, it's game over. It's estimated that hippos kill around 400 to 500 people each year, and this is why they slot in at number 1 as Africa's deadliest herbivore. Of course, there are plenty of other creatures that I could have featured in this video, so if you think you know of any, then let me know down in the comments below. But for now, thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.